Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Adult Dreadnoughts and to the Spanish campaign where I'm trying to invade southern Italy because the army won't get a wiggle on. And the entire Italian fleet has sailed out to meet me, which is 2 Trieste classes and a destroyer. All 3 of the Vencadors are here. Both of the Santa Rufinas are here. Really shouldn't be too much of a problem, I don't think. One would assume that they're just going to run straight into me and get obliterated. But it's nice to see our full capital ship fleet in action, although our brand new battleships are the Catalans are almost ready, actually. And they should be able to join the invasion fleet very, very soon. 16-inch guns opening up. Take out the destroyer at range. Oh, a hit. Causing a lot of flooding, actually, that hit. She disappears. Oh, and reappears. Torpedoes are starting to track. Don't think she got them at any off, but just in case she did, let's start manoeuvring and put everybody on torpedo avoid just in case. These Trieste class are pretty decent, or at least they were before they were refitted, but not against a 16-inch gun. First one probably going to sink. No, hanging on. Well done to them. Stromboli taking a big hit. Yet she's still got armour on her. She goes down. The Alberto here. Well done to their damage control teams, keeping the stern just about dry enough to keep the ship afloat, but critically damaged, easily put down, and that's the end of the Italian Navy. Welcome back. A few months later, we get the Mark V 6-inch gun, which is perfect timing because we've just gained control of southern Italy. Now, Italy has no fleet to do piratical things, so that is it. They're dead. They're gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the battle cruisers back here, and we're going to split the fleets. Yeah, Barcelona for the 3 Vencadors, then 2 Catalans. I'm going to leave in Cadiz, where their sister ship is commissioning. Yeah, commissioning. And that's the end of Italy, finally. Finally did it. They'll disappear next turn for good. That's really good news. I'm going to continue keeping Germany on side, although their army logistics has fallen very badly off. Ours is not great either. In fact, everyone's army logistics has just gone all over the place for some reason. I think we use this time to get the light cruisers refitted. We try and keep Germany on side, but China seems quite keen to have a go at us. And I wouldn't mind stealing Formosa and Penghu from them. The Philippines have a battleship. Are they allied with someone? Italy was allied with Romania, so they're going to be homeless in terms of a major power. Oh, they're allied with the United States. Okay. I was wondering if we were going to get an attack. Wow, the US has got a lot of allies. Okay. Cool. Anyway, it's back to peacetime stuff for me. Oh, Germany's at war with France. Okay. Wow, German fleet has really declined. They're repairing a lot of ships. So that about half their fleet is in repairs. I don't know, I'd probably give this to the advantage here to France. They've got a higher armor logistics. They've got a smaller total fleet, but a bigger... Well, actually, no, their active fleet is smaller. Got a bigger economy, though. Our economy is doing nicely. Still not gotten to that kind of snowball point, but adding not quite all, but most of Italy is really going to help. Anyway, I'm going to get things sorted and then I'll see you for the refitting of the light cruisers. Right, I've been thinking about the Cortez class. They're okay, but they're a little bit on the weedy side. And how many of them do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So they represent half of our cruiser fleet. Because I was only going to build 5 of the new light cruisers, bring us up to 25 light cruisers, but instead I think I might build 15 of them total and replace the Cortezes, because I like the Cortez, but they don't have any torpedo attack, and the hull is a little bit out of date. So I can't sell them off either. Do you know what? I don't have to make that decision right now. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to load up the Almanza and get to refitting her. So she now has all Mark 5 guns, which is very nice. She's also going to need a Mark 4 torpedo tube. Ooh, radar. Quite the upgrade. Auto loading 6 inches. Very nice. Upgrade in armor quality and oil, enough to get her an extra bit of range. Yes, if I can shave 25 tons off of her displacement somehow. That hard to shave 25 tons off. That doesn't make as much difference as I thought it would. 25 tons, 25 tons! Oh, I should also be putting on the prop shaft 3. So it's now 100 tons. Okay, so we won't do that range increase. Not yet. Okay, pretty small upgrade for them, but I think decent. And yeah, comparing what these things are bringing to the party compared to the Cortezes, I don't know why I would want a Cortez over one of these. So I'm going to save this, I'm going to get them refitting, and we're going to build a new light cruiser. Okay, we have access to the advanced escort cruiser, which should be good. I'm going to make it maximum displacement, but I am going to reduce the draft for sure, because it's a very, very fat hull. I might also reduce the other one, 34, 32, 30. Wow, those are expensive bloody towers. Go like that. And at least these are cheap. Okay. Like so. With presumably just the one funnel. That's weirdly sized. Yeah, let's go with the smaller one. Gives it a better profile. Yeah, let's go for 11,500. So these are going to be pretty big compared to our previous light cruisers. Now, yeah, you can't fit a 6-inch gun up there. I'm thinking that we maybe equip this one with 7-inch guns, because... Oh no, we don't have... Those would be Mark IVs. So I don't want to do that straight away. Do I want to wait, or do I just want to go with 6 inches? I kind of like 6 inches, but the 7s, I think, look more realistic on this hull. At least I know kind of what I'm going to be building. If I go with the 7-inch guns. Can do a little bit of a design study, I guess. Because, yeah, you could have 7-inch guns like that. And then 7-inch gun on the back. With... this is going to be for secondaries, and then we can have like a secondary 3-inch battery, something like that. Yeah, that works. That's a very different type of ship. But I think if we build something like this, but I'm going to have to wait until the 7-inch Mark Vs are available, which shouldn't take too long. So I'll be back with that when I have those guns. Here we go. Welcome back. It's a few months later. I now have the Mark V 7-inch gun, and I also have triple base, which is quite nice, and the Mark V torpedo launcher. Although I'm not sure I'm going to fit torpedo launchers to this ship. It is nice that we now have access to those. I'm thinking 777s, but I'm not going to run 52s because, well, I don't think that's a clever plan. Secondary 3-inch quads. Yes. Yes, I think that'll work. Is there any room for, like, smaller guns? Yes, it would fit a couple of 2 inches in there, but I don't think we'll bother with that. I was wondering if it had room for underwater torpedo launchers, but sadly not. Oh, there goes the washing machine. Reminder, I am currently taking donations for the Door Fund. I really need to get a quote for that. I'm going to cut these down a bit to maybe even 45s. What's the difference? So these have a range of just under 14 with the HE compared to a 50. Yeah, I do get an extra kilometre of range. Alright, we'll go with 50s. Because the range will help these ships. Go with 3-inch 36s. It would be nice to have some torpedo attack on this. I just don't think... Well, maybe. A couple of twin launchers, maybe? No, even a single is gonna struggle. Oh well. One of the things I'm always appreciative of feedback, but one of the things it led me to was realizing that I think the torpedo launchers are far bigger in Dreadnoughts than they would be in real life. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but if you try and build like a historical destroyer, layout-wise, it's very difficult. Like these torpedo launchers are enormous. I mean, okay, 24-inch torpedoes are big, but even a 21-inch torpedo launcher, like they're really, really big. So, no torpedoes. Radar. RDF and sonar. Go for auto-loading guns, for sure. This will be our first ship with triple base. Cap ballistic shells with base fused AG. Standard protection choices. Balanced rudder. Now we do have access to marine diesel 1s, but I'm going to stick with the I'm going to stick with good old steam for now. And we want these things to be able to do 30 knots. Yeah, they're going to have to be a balanced boiler. Maybe we could make them steam diesel. What? Yeah, maybe we could make them steam diesel electrics. Certainly gives us a lot of options, but I might change this back later because I haven't done armor yet. We're at 190%, which is pretty exciting. Yes, so we don't want this to be able to hurt us. So yeah, we're looking at 6-inch there. Yeah, pretty standard 6-inch, 1.5 everywhere. Deck, probably a 1.5 uniform deck is fine. Tower. Yeah, let's go with 7. 3, 6. Oh, okay, 4. And as much on the layers as you can. You're not happy with that, right? Let's go something along those lines. Right, now we are overweight. Because that tower is very, 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 very heavy. Wondering what on earth I can do to fix that. This will probably make it worse, won't it? Oh no, it doesn't. It is growing a bit if I do that. Adding 1,000 tons of displacement, but it does give me more range, which means I can reduce range. Now we're only within. Now we've got 3%. I'm going to turn this back to a regular diesel. Engines and boilers are still quite heavy. Wondering if a beam reduction will help with that. Yeah, it does. What if we went -5 on the beam? We're pretty close actually. -6. 7. -7, there you go. And we're very slightly under 12,000 tons. I don't often go regular draft reduced beam. but seems to work on this ship. It's very tall. I would have preferred it if the waterline was more like here. It's a huge amount of freeboard. It looks a bit weird. It's a very tall hull. But it also looks enormous. The scale is all wrong for this ship. But you just get that with some of the hulls. It feels like they did it at a different scale to the others. Yeah, these should be pretty effective, I would think. They've got a reasonable amount of firepower. They're stupidly expensive, though. Like, actually an insane amount of money. Why are they so expensive? Oh, is this one of the ones with the stupid... Okay, mental note. Note to self. Targeting. Advanced tower. Too expensive. And I did fix that on the French ones, but they must use a slightly different one. Yeah, these are an order of magnitude too expensive. Like, if this was 20 million, right, instead of 200 million, the ship would only cost 400, right? Which is still really expensive. A lot of the money has gone into the engines. Makes me wonder, would it be actually cheaper with a diesel? No, it'd be more expensive. Yeah, that's an outsized cost. Because really this thing should be costing more like 400, which is still stupidly expensive, but not bonkers. I wonder... I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment. I'm going to save this design, and then I'm going to go and alter the mod and see if I can... I wonder if the cost updates live. So that's what I'm going to go do. I'll be back in a second. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I'll show you what I did. Actually, this is just going new design. Yeah, this is the advantage of doing your own mod, isn't it? Like, that doesn't seem right. So it won't just be for Spain that this is updated for. Be for everything using these targeting control tower hulls. I took a 0 off the number because it felt like that they were 10 times too much. It's already an expensive hull. You don't need stupidly expensive towers. Still, at 400 million each, these things are not cheap at all. Which is why I was originally only going to build 5 and refit the quarter. Do you know what? I think I am going to stick with what I was going to do. And only build 5 of these. So these are going to be brand new. And the Cortezes I will refit. But if we lose any additional cruisers, then they will be replaced by a Covadonga class. So let's head into the Cortez. Oh, another little update, which I'll show. Don't let me forget. Not that you're watching live, but it's a mental note to myself. I changed something else while I was doing that. Okay, Cortezes. Oil 3, gear turbines 2. Upgrade that. Upgrade this. Upgrade this and this and this and this and this. Yeah, that gives them a nice little boost. Really? Well, we can move them back a little bit. just want them in a line, so they look right. Now, we've got a lot of displacement remaining on these things. I think what I might do then is replace their existing 6-inch guns with triples. This will at least give them the same firepower as the bigger ships. Now, the other problem they've been having is that this turret has had a very poor field of fire. So I'm wondering if I can push this out a bit. Is it the, I'm assuming it's the tower that's getting in the way. But that's just to give it a little bit of a better fire arc, because I was finding that a lot of the time this was very restricted. Yeah, that's a bit better. And wow, we still have 5% remaining. Even more range, so these things will generate lots of missions and get loads of power projection. I'd like to enhance their survivability, but yeah, that ain't happening, is it? Yeah, that'll have to do. But that is a sizable little upgrade for them. They're now going to have more firepower. Okay, yeah, let's get those refitting as well. Welcome back. It's now June of 1942. I thought I'd check in. The Coverdongers are finished, which is lovely. I'm just going to put them on limited. I have also ordered a second block of Catalans, because we really need to get our battleship fleet going again. And I think 6 of those plus the 3 Vencadors, that's going to give us a fairly solid battle line. I'm also doing some export orders because why not? In terms of the research, we're about to get the Mark II 14-inch, which means that by the time that these ships finish, I should just be about to get the Mark IV 16-inch, which means that we can then refit them and bring them up to modern standards, which would be absolutely huge. We're just about to finish small guns with the Mark V 8-inch. We are now advanced in technology as well, which is lovely. And now it's a case of planning for the future. I don't know if... Yeah, Radar 2 is still a ways off. So I'm not sure what to invest my money in. What are we getting here? Naval gun barrels 8. Okay. Because I don't think we're going to get any more hulls out of anything. No, we're not. So really, so I think we'll finish those battleships. I'll give us 9. We'll then be able to refit them all, and the existing 2 battlecruisers. We then probably want to look at expanding our battlecruiser fleet. Probably with some... Depends. Maybe some true battlecruisers. And then, if we can do it, it would be good to get some, like, cruiser killers built. Super cruiser type ships. Economy's going very, very nicely. Our army logistics is still terrible for some reason, but everybody's is pretty terrible. it's about even with the Germans, which is the main thing. I'm still keeping them on side as much as possible. Relations are going down with the Chinese, though. They're not very pleased with us. Now, Germany did take a big chunk out of China. So, yeah, but we would be just looking to take Formosa and Penghu and Hong Kong. Don't know how the Chinese got a hold of that, but they did, apparently. Because their army logistics is absolutely crap. So we could have the amusement of... but then we'd be reliant on the army to take the rest of China, I think. The Weiwei Peninsula is also vulnerable, but that would again give me another land border with Germany, which I don't want. But southern China would be a nice little grab for us. I mean, I do kind of want to go to war with Germany at some point, just to show that we can, and I really want to grab their empire. It's just the land combat that makes me extremely worried. Yeah, they're pushing on Czechoslovakia again. They lost Belarus. Interesting. What's their unrest at? 67. Yeah, they'll be fighting a bunch of problems. Fucking hell, they got 5 battleships, but look at their naval funds. Absolutely plummeting. That was crazy high at one point. I mean, it's still the biggest of anybody. Oh well. Back to the grind of sliders. I might expand our shipyards. How much would that cost me? Oh, it's not that expensive. Yeah, we'll go for a shipyard expansion, so that in theory we could build 100,000-ton ships. But mostly, I'm hoping that trickles into the rest of the shipyard, like its total capacity that we're having trouble with, not maximum size. But yes, that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Oh, we've not had one of these for a while. Albania has caused problems, so we get a conquest mission. Well, the 2 battle cruisers are right there. It says only 12,000 tons, so you would imagine they would be enough, but I'm going to assume they're not, and I'm going to send 3 battleships as well. It should take only 3 months, and I'll let you know if that works or not. Might as well check in on the politics screen. Yeah, China has had a revolution. Bunch of other problems. Our army logistics is creeping up. It is now ahead of the Germans, which is good. But yeah, we might be at war with China soon. Could be interesting. They've got a couple of capital ships. The British, American, and French economies are taking off. The German economy is kind of stalled out because they've got the nationalists in again. They just keep having revolutions, just not stable with all those kind of additional bits and the bit of China, and yeah, it's all very. Germany was very, very scary, and they still are in a lot of ways, because I'm pretty sure these are half a million tons worth of battleship. Yeah, well, we'll have to see. Fleet-wise, San Carlos is finished. San Gabriel and San Juan de Dios are going to be ready soonish. Refits are probably about a year away. But yeah, I'll let you know how Albania goes. Oh, there we go. We did take Albania. Nice. Okay, I will send the ships home. We have a lot of naval funds. That has not happened through me running a high balance. It's actually come through selling ships. The Basco and the Covadonga proved pretty popular. They don't take too long to build, and particularly Covadongas are pretty expensive. So we can make a fair amount of money selling those, which is pretty nice. But yeah, I'm going to keep researching. I've got the research slider maxed out because we've got quite a nice little buffer in terms of money. And yeah, just keeping an eye on things. I'm not ready to take you on yet, so just every now and then giving the Germans a fruit basket or something. Right, welcome back. It's now August of 1944. We now have the Mark IV 16-inch gun, which means Venkador and the Catalans are going to get refits, which will also allow me to fit them with radar. And having radar-controlled guns, that's pretty nice. But to count it as very advanced, although our radar tech is definitely behind the curve. Can we get away with 16-inch 50s now? That would be quite spicy if we lengthen them to 50s. 4 inches. 44s, fine. Just basically want the secondaries as long as possible to get the extra range on them. Fit a radar. Yes. Triple base. Very nice. Crypt 4 to Modern 1. Also a nice little upgrade. So is Oil 3. Enables us to get more range out of these ships as well. Well, that's a pretty nice little upgrade, I would say. That makes the Venkadors very nasty indeed, I would say. And if we're able to do the same with the Catalans, that's going to be pretty huge. Let me just load them up. Alright, here they are. Right, let's go into refit mode. Yeah, let's try and upgrade these to 50s as well. Gen 1, radar, triple base, Modern 1 armor, which is, yeah, huge little upgrade. Oh, I could have done propeller shafts as well, which I totally forgot about. Because I don't think I can get the range on the range upgrade on the Catalans. Not with that, but that makes them much more similar to a Montana, a fast Montana, than they originally were, going from the 16-inch 45 to the 16-inch 50 caliber. Their rate of fire is still decent. Oh, I didn't upload the didn't uprate the guns reloading on the Venkador. Mind you, it is very, very heavy. I'll maybe save that as on both of them. Semi-auto is more historical anyway. Their rate of fire is okay at 1 round a minute without a good crew. Auto-loaders on big guns like that are very, very expensive, very heavy. So I'll put up with it for now. But yeah, these things are starting to become potentially pretty big threats. Right, I'm going to get these upgrading. I'm going to let the upgrades finish, which will probably take about 6 months, given how big they are and how many we're doing. And then might be looking at building a new ship. Before you comment, no, I did not forget about the Centurifinas that also need a refit. We can try and get them up to 1650 as well, just for consistency's sake. We can give them a radar. We can give them. Let's give them semi-automatic guns so that it's the same basic turret. That. Ooh. That's probably going to be a push to get in the X top 5. No, it does work. But shot 4, but not 5. Go for the 4. Yeah, let's go for the 4. Right, that's a neat little upgrade for them. Gives them access to most of the mod cons, and yeah, we'll get these refitting as well. Alright, here we go. New battlecruiser time. Santa Escolastica. Sure. Now, we could make it look a bit like a Vendar, actually. Although, this is objectively the best tower to pick. And it does come with a thing. Oh, I'm annoyed how good that is. Okay, fine. Do a big little funnel arrangement if I wanted. Don't think we need to though. 16s, triples. Oh, they don't fit. Okay, we are going to make it look like a Vendar then. Actually does work a bit better. Although, I could probably just fit 2 of the... Yeah, could just do that. That looks a bit better. Now I can use the 16 inches. Ooh, hello. Oh. Battlecruiser Catalan. Potentially. Maybe this is just a successor to the Catalan. A smaller, lighter, faster one. Whoa, 300%. Oh, hello. 61. 67. What about maintenance? 8.5. Oh, yeah, let's go diesels. Yeah, let's experiment with some diesel. Oh, mind you, it's not going the right speed. 64. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely the diesels. Okay. And we want these to be the same 50 caliber gun. Let's go double diesels for now. I might come back and upgrade that later. Standard ratio. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this though. Especially as it comes with like no armor at all. I'm going to want 16, 3, 3, 3. Six, 3, 3. Massively overweight. Be awesome to have that much firepower though. doesn't help. Although the range is insane. You can pull that right back. Let's go many bulkheads. Maybe the triples are too much. What's the difference between triple and a twin? Yeah, it's about 1,000 tons per turret. Let's go twins. It'll definitely look like a battle cruiser version of the ship. Yeah, now at 106. Let's just put some very light kind of AA guns on there, just in case a destroyer gets some ideas. 107. Yeah, that tower is very heavy, isn't it? Let's reconfigure down to the modern tower 1. And a smaller pair of funnels. Or a single funnel. Let's just go single funnel. Gets us to 103. Engines and boilers are a little high. I wonder if reducing the beam is going to help. Let's try going -5 on the beam. -10. Or -9. Yeah, that helps a lot, actually. Makes the ship slide through the water a bit better, I guess. Anti-torpedo is very heavy. Could sacrifice that. Could sacrifice protection in general, though, because I haven't reduced the internal belt at all. Well, there we go. Actually, that's got a crazy level of inner protection. If I reduce this down to the same kind of layering system, because I have made some compromises here. It would be lovely to have a super ranged ship. Yeah, why don't we do something like that? So this thing actually has maximum bulkheads. So compared to the Catalan, or the Vencador, she's pretty much the same price as Vencador, has roughly similar firepower, but is slightly harder to put down with the maximum bulkheads, and is slightly lighter, slightly smaller at 44,000 tons. Can I make it 44 even? Yes. But same speed, and with a even lighter secondary battery. But will be very helpful for us, I think. Again, more of those 16-inch 50 caliber weapons, and these ones do actually have the autoloaders. So this one is faster firing with the twins as well. Yes. Yes, they will be very, very handy. And certainly an upgrade from the Santa Rufinas, although they are a lot more expensive than a Santa Rufina. How many of these to build is the next question. Let me go have a look at our shipyards. There we go. I've ordered 4 of these to be built in Malaga. That will give us a pretty nice bump. That'll bring us up to 9 battleships, 6 battle cruisers, proper battle cruisers, 10 heavies, 25 lights, and 50 destroyers. I think then the question is whether we go with a super cruiser or a cruiser killer. Because I remember in the other Spanish campaign we had those 12-inch armed ships that were pretty effective. The only problem with them was because they were battle cruisers, they getting dragged into combats that I didn't want. So maybe go with an 11-inch armed ship instead. Something along those lines. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what the best bet there is. Anyway, I'm going to end here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.